Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Surviving Narcissism Together. So have you ever felt like someone was trying to destroy your reputation? Maybe you've noticed like strange rumors floating around, stories that sound almost believable but aren't quite true. Maybe you've seen people pull away without explanation, or if you've caught little digs about you on social media. Well, if you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, whether it's a partner, a parent, a friend, or even a co-worker, this is what is known as the smear campaign. And trust me, it can feel so exhausting, confusing, and even terrifying. But here's the good news. While you can't always stop a narcissist from launching a smear campaign, you can protect yourself from the damage it causes. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 powerful ways to protect yourself from a narcissist smear campaign so you can reclaim your peace, protect your reputation, and most importantly, protect your sanity. Alright, so before you can defend yourself, you need to know what you're dealing with. So understanding the smear campaign is the first way you're going to protect yourself. Like I've said in my previous video, a smear campaign is not just gossip. It's not just someone being petty. It's a calculated attack where the narcissist deliberately spreads lies, half-truths, and twisted versions of events to discredit you. Here's the kicker. They don't do it randomly. They do it for very specific reasons. To feed their ego by making you look bad, to provoke you into reacting so they can see, hey, do you see? I told you she was crazy. To control how others see you and to isolate you from support. This can happen on social media, in text messages, and emails, sometimes whispers to mutual friends, what we know as flying monkeys. So when you understand that it's not about you, but it's their need, that constant need for control and validation, the smear campaigns, it starts to lose its sting. It doesn't make it less painful, but it does make it easier to step back and say, this isn't really about my character, it's about their stupid insecurity. So one of the smartest moves you can make to protect yourself against a narcissist is documenting everything. Keep a record of texts, emails, voicemails, and screenshots of social media posts. If the narcissist is spreading lies at work, keep a dated log of what is being said and who's involved. Why? Because narcissists are great at twisting reality. One minute they'll say one thing, and the next minute they'll deny ever saying it. Having concrete proof protects yourself. It gives you something to fall back on if things escalate to maybe HR or legal matters, or even just to help clear things up with people you care about. Think of it like building a paper trail. Not because you want to fight every battle, but because it gives you armor if you ever have to defend yourself. And remember, the truth, it always has a way of coming out. But you need to help it along the way by keeping those receipts, right? Another way to protect yourself against the smear campaigns is not engaging emotionally. Now I know, this one is a toughie. Because when someone is spreading lies about you, your natural reaction is to fight back, right? To defend yourself, to clear your name. And you have every right to feel so. But here's the thing. The way in which these creatures work, and yes, I'm calling them creatures, the way in which they work, this is exactly what they want. They feed on your emotional reactions. If you blow up, if you cry, if you argue, they'll point and say, see, look how unstable she is. Look how unstable he is. Your reaction becomes their evidence. So don't react. Instead, practice the gray rock method. Stay calm, unemotional, and detached. Don't get dragged into heated arguments. Don't try to convince everyone of the truth. As I previously said, the truth will set itself free. Believe me. And do not, absolutely do not take the bait and react. When you don't react, you starve them. You starve them of the very fuel that they're trying to get. And over time, They realize that they can't provoke you. Many narcissists will get bored and just move on to another target. Like I said, the space may never stop, but it can simmer down. Now, it's not about winning, it's about refusing to play their game. So not reacting, not engaging emotionally will allow you to accomplish this. Now, another way in which you're going to protect yourself from the smear campaign is by setting boundaries. Setting clear boundaries are like having a shield in a battle. Listen, you can't control what the narcissist does. We just can't. But you can control how much access they have to you and your life. Limit or cut contact if possible. Block or mute them on social media and messaging apps. And if you share kids or work with them, keep communication strictly business. Short to the point and without emotion. Be upfront with mutual friends. I don't want to talk about them. Please don't bring me messages. Please don't update me on them. And if those friends aren't listening to you, cut them off too. Boundaries send a clear message. I won't be your target anymore. And even if they keep trying, your boundaries will protect your emotional energy. Believe that. Now, you can't always control what the narcissist says, right? But you can control your own story. And controlling your narrative is a key way in protecting yourself. Instead of chasing every rumor, focus on being consistent in your truth. Let your character speak for itself. Over time, people notice who you really are. When you do need to address something, do it very calmly and without drama. A simple, "that's not accurate," or "I won't engage in gossip," is often more powerful than a long rant trying to prove yourself to flying monkeys and whatnot. The narcissist wants you to look defensive, so sometimes keeping your responses very concise is actually the best way to control your narrative. Building and protecting your circle of support is absolutely essential. Narcissists thrive on isolation. One of their biggest goals in a smear campaign is to cut you off from your support system and make you feel alone, misunderstood, and defenseless. So surrounding yourself with supportive people is a key way to protect yourself against a smear campaign. Surround yourself with people who truly know your character. These are the friends, family members, or colleagues who've seen you consistent, loyal, and genuine, and how genuine you are over time. They're less likely to be swayed by the narcissist's lies because they have first-hand evidence of who you really are. Now, let me be real with you. It is painful when people who you thought were close to you believe the smear. Well, if they do, they weren't your friends anyways. Sometimes you lose connections you didn't expect. But this perspective shift is that if someone can be turned against you with just a few lies, they probably won't the strongest support in the first place, right? So instead, invest in people who stand by you. Be intentional about connecting with them. Share how you're feeling without dumping every detail, because the right people will listen, validate you, and remind you of the truth when you start doubting yourself. And if your circle feels thin right now, that's okay too. Therapy, support groups, and online survivor communities can be a lifeline. Sometimes the most powerful healing comes from people who've been where you are and truly get it, you know? Support is not just about having company. It's about having protection. A strong network helps shield you from the lies and gives you the courage to keep standing tall. And here's the final piece. And honestly, it's the most important. Protect your mental health. A smear campaign, it's exhausting. It eats at your confidence, your sense of safety, and sometimes even your identity. That's why you have to treat your mind and your heart as your most valuable assets. Start by limiting your exposure to the smear. If you know they're posting about you on social media, don't look for it. Ask a trusted friend to keep an eye out for you, and if you really need updates, right? But don't let yourself spiral by checking constantly. Journal your thoughts, write them down. It helps you release the weight instead of carrying it around over your head. Move your body, exercise, yoga, even walk outside, do somatic exercises. I think there's a YouTube channel called the Workout Witch. She has amazing ways in which to release trauma, amazing somatic exercises you can try. All these things help, because trauma, it lives in the body. I learned that from her. It lives in the body, and movement helps you process it. And focus on activities that brings you back to yourself. Maybe it's painting, maybe it's prayer, maybe it's simply sitting in silence with a cup of tea. Whatever makes you feel grounded, make space for it. And if you find that anxiety, depression, or trauma symptoms are becoming overwhelming, please know this. Reaching out for professional help is not weakness, it's strength. A good therapist can help you untangle that mess that the narcissist created and would help you rebuild your sense of self. So guys, there you have it. 7 ways to protect yourself from the narcissist smear campaign. So understanding the smear, documenting everything, not engaging emotionally, setting clear boundaries, controlling your narrative, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and protecting your mental health. So guys, thank you for watching, and if this video resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, healing takes time, but we are moving from survivors to thrivers to victors, okay? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.